many people suffer with constipation. We do know a large percentage of Americans are constipated, but we also know that only about 3% of Americans are consuming a sufficient number of grams of fiber. So we do know that the average American is consuming only 10 to 15 grams of fiber. And the recommendations are about 25 grams per day for women, 30 grams a day for male, give or take a couple grams, depending on who you're listening to for that recommendation, but right around there. We do know that, anywhere from 18 to 25 grams, not a significant amount of fiber. I think getting closer to 30, 40, 50 plus grams of fiber per day is more beneficial for most people. But if you're starting at 8 per day, then don't expect yourself to jump up to 30. So that would be a first place to start if you're very constipated, is slowly start maybe with a couple extra grams of fiber per week. Add in more water as you're increasing your fiber. Make sure you're moving. You physically want to help your bowels get moving. If you need, you can use something for support, like ask your care team about using magnesium. Maybe you're using magnesium citrate or magnesium oxide to get your bowels moving. Maybe as your bowels are starting to empty a little bit, then you're thinking about adding a type of fiber powder. If you are constipated and bloated, maybe you want to start with an insoluble, more broom type of fiber to get started, like psyllium. And as things are moving, maybe you're adding more soluble fiber, which acts like a mop, like acacia fiber or partially hydrolyzed guar gum. But make sure you're checking off those basics first, because I can't even tell you guys how many patients I have who are like, well, I eat one serving of fruit a day and maybe one vegetable, but I'm taking laxatives and I'm taking Senna and I'm so constipated and I have a desk job, so I sit for 8 to 10 hours a day. What do I do? Should I take medication? And it's like, no, just let's work on those basics.
Let us know if that sounds familiar in the comments below. If that sounds familiar, which is a lot of us, like we sit a lot. We have to mindfully be active. And right now we're standing, actually.
I don't sit a lot.
Well, yeah. Oh, whoa.
I was.
Well, a couple of things here. Dahlia has like a treadmill desk now, and we're standing right now because we were sitting a lot. We exercise every day. So little things you guys can do are massive. And here's a great...
Yeah. So make sure you're meeting those foundational things before you're jumping and before you're, moving forward. Of course, investigate further. If you do have pelvic floor issues, work with your care team. If you have any type of neurodegenerative disease, work with your care team. If you've ever had any abdominal surgeries and you might have scar tissue or adhesions or anything going on around your bowels, like endometriosis, work with your care team. If you're doing all these things and you're still really constipated, that's when you do want to inquire, might I have an overgrowth of a type of microbe in my gut that's producing gas that's slowing down my motility? Maybe you might have IMO, and that could be your sign that you're doing all these things and they're not only not alleviating your constipation, you're getting more constipated doing them. So that's when you want to ask your care team.